Now in this session, one of the things I wanted to accomplish, let me get some soapy water out here, and it's kind of self-evident. A lot of people would, of course, be very happy with that finish. Just leave it like that, but we're going to try to take it to the next level. The next level is, I'm going to get let me get a piece of sandpaper, some 1000 grit sandpaper, and just level this off as much as I can. Hopefully it won't rain today. We never know. Every day it's like it's raining. But this step, if you go through this little extra step, that final coat of clear really seems to lay down just beautifully. And it takes, we're going to spend, the total time of doing this is probably under an hour. Maybe add another, even 2 coats to this, it won't matter. Because it's black underneath, we can't really sand through. If we do sand through on the corners or on the edges, we can just touch it up. Black touches up, absolutely perfect. You never see a touch up. And we always have a gun in the shop that has black. That's just part of the shop's tools, like the fluorescent lights, the bowls, the pliers, whatever. Now, this is a time-consuming step, though, because as I do this, and I'll do it the way I do a checkerboard, this piece, this piece, this piece, I want it to be flat. Now, let me just show why I'm doing this, because you will see this in the final. Let me show this up close if we can. If you look at this now that it's sanded, you can see, and let me just show, a little bad spot there, a little bit of dust got in the paint. Up here there's a little dust. Well, all that is masked by the fact that this is reflecting so much light. But if we get that cleaned up and then put that final coat of clear on there, assuming it's not going to rain today, we get this done, this piece should look a lot nicer. Now, as I'm finishing up this part, I thought I'd mention this information too. The reason I have high hopes that this part will do well is when I restored the original 350 for Ray, I painted both aluminum side covers for both sides of the engine. And I wanted to see if that paint would hold up, and in the time that I had the bike and rode it, didn't show any wear and tear. I don't know how it would stand up over a period of 10 years or something. But I know Luciano has painted several of these. It's the side engine parts. They don't get that. You certainly couldn't paint the head of the engine or anything, but these pieces don't really absorb the heat, and they're exposed to the air, so even though this bike is liquid cooled, it's not prone to run as hot, say, as an air cooled RD would. Anyway, I'm just hoping we beat the raindrops here. I would love to get the next coat of clear on this. See how this is going to play out. Again, it's just a question right now of being fussy, picking away at it, and what happens every time you dry it, you see another little spot. I'll need to show you an example. Talk is cheap. As I'm painting this, and you would never see this when it was shiny, but look right, let's see if we can point it. It's right here. See, I don't know if you can see that little shiny spot there. But that's what, when you make it dull with the 1000 grit, now believe me, nobody is ever going to see this except the few people that have a bitchin' ride's head. They want everything perfect. They want the bottom of the mufflers to be polished. And if you don't, hey, it's not a big deal. It's like, we could still be friends. It doesn't matter. We could still ride together. We could still do everything together. But when I polish my bike, I'm just fussy, I guess. I'm just an old lady. I know, I've heard that. I heard Glenn call me an old lady one time, and it really hurt my feelings. I'll never forget it, Glenn. Anyway, within our circle of friends, I think it's safe to say, or fair to say, that a lot of people that used to not maintain their bike at a very high level now maintain it at a higher level. Let's leave it at that. And that's just adds some fun to what we do. And we go for a ride, and the guys that are riding unwashed bikes, it's on them, It's just like if you don't want to change your underwear. As long as I don't have to wear it, it's okay. Anyway, I'm coming up on the end of this, and I'm trying to put some speed speed on because I have a lot of other things to do here today. And I was hoping to get clear on this. That was one of my goals in this session before the baby actually gets here. That would be nice. Again, what's going to happen now? The two things, I'm going to dry this off. Then I'm going to take compressed air, blow the compressed air all around it, and then take a hairdryer and just warm it just a little bit before I take it outside, mix up some clear, and paint it. Now, because it's still pretty cold out there, it's above freezing, but it's still cold, damp. I'm just pre-warming the part a little bit. That'll also get rid of any, if I missed the spot with the compressed air, it doesn't look like I did, but. Now, even at this point, see, I can see a spot I missed, a shiny spot. Well, again, I don't want to miss any spot if I can help it. That's why we go back and forth over this, over and over and over. And every time you go over it, you'll find more little glitches. And as fussy as you want to be, if you want to be real fussy, or if you just, doesn't matter. It's really in the eye of the sandpaper. Anyway, I think we're prepped up pretty good here, assuming the weather cooperates for the rest of the day. We'll really be in Fat City here. And this, I think, will add a really nice touch. I know it did to Ray's RD. It adds a nice touch when these side covers just... Remember in the old days, the good old days, you would take a Honda 750 or a Suzuki 750 and just chrome the side covers. I always thought just those two parts really made a bike come alive. Nowadays, the factories have figured out that the more flat black they can put on the bike, the cheaper it is to make it. And then they jack the price up anyway. They charge you as if the whole bike were polished, and they paint it with Rust-Oleum out of a spray can. Actually, as lucky as we are, it almost looks like it's a sunny day. I have to admit, Dale, I think you got the best looking side cover in the world of Yamahas. That really is nice, I have to admit. Now hopefully, because of looks like we've beat the rain, this is going to dry up real nice. Yeah, that's going to have a lot of wow factor. That's really looking pretty good. I think, Dale, you can see the reflection in the of the tools on the tool chest there, but we paid the big price in terms of preparation and getting this ready, and waited for some in between the raindrops. I think it paid off. I'm sure you're going to be happy with it, and every time I ride with you or see this part, I'll be glad we did it right. And I hope you enjoyed these videos and this series of videos, and there's more to come. It never ends. And anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Oh, look at this. Now there is a serious motorcyclist.
I saw the yellow
yeah. I didn't notice if you turned your traction control on.
Now, come on, let's take a picture from the back.
Wow, look at this.
Come here, take a picture.
Now we have some credibility with the older men in the group. And 2 Norton mufflers. Holy, he's got 2 of them. You know what I would really like to have if you know my birthday's coming, August the 16th.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
Tim, you got any extra Norton mufflers?
No.
I want to put one on the other side that's not even attached to anything. It'll be like a place to store.
You actually have as many as I do.
I have as many as you, except they're on 2 different bikes. Is that a beautiful muffler? These are the expensive ones too. I got the $80 one. What is this one? They're like, that's Dime
one.
Cycle? Oh, I got Chinese.
They were on the bike when I got it.
You got the Chinese one.
Boy, that's a beauty. Wow. I like the seat too. That seat would probably look good on your bike.
What year is this?
75.
Somebody, you are the Gassanco, the participating for some money, right? You didn't paint it by yourself.
No, I didn't paint it. It was painted when I bought it.
Oh, okay.
And it was, best I can tell, I had a restoration done on it in Washington State in 2007.
Look at where the horn is. The horn is on the side cover. Look at this, Luciano. I never noticed on. I looked at this bike 100 times already. I never noticed that. That's cool.
Oh, that's unusual.
Yeah, that's unusual, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of Nortons. This is the cleanest Norton I've ever seen. Is that beautiful? Even the spokes.
Back it is smoother. The top.
I can get billet stuff for that. Colorado Norton makes it, but I kind of like that.
You like it is rough?
Yeah, I kind of like that look. That it's the paint and the.
Is that, what's the stock one? Is it painted or polished?
Yeah, it's painted. Yeah, that's the stock triple tree. Yeah.
Is this original?
Yep. I actually just got new decals for it.
And the bars are just ordinary drag bars?
Yeah, drag bars. Got the switch gear and stuff is it's actually Honda.
Oh, which one? Oh, so yeah.
Let's go up.
That's a beauty.
You have to do some changes on the wires or whatever. So
yeah. I bought that from Colorado Norton, and they have the wires on it and everything. And you know, wiring diagram. Yeah. It's easy to do.
Yeah. I was showing yesterday a bike I just got last week is a RZ350 YAMAHA. I asked Wing, he said, tell me where the front master cylinder is.
It's where the horn is on his bike.
Yeah, the freaking lever with the no reservoir. I couldn't figure out, where the fuck is it? What the hell is this? It was the reservoir was covered. It wasn't so present under the triple trunk. Yeah, it's freaking weird.
It's got a Bangor.
Is that a Ferrari dealer, that one?
There it goes, red.
On 17, I saw all Ferraris parked on 17 this
They're
morning.
probably coming up to...
Yeah, they were going for a run. Maybe we'll get to see them today. Oh, here comes Peter Fonda. Oh, we're in trouble now. I guess Peter's going to the bodybuilding contest. He's going to the bodybuilding contest over there in the gymnasium.
He's going to open up the...
Yeah, I know. Okay. They're nice guys there. I went up there one day. They were pretty nice. Yeah, I gotta give them credit. They got a nice little business there.
I had a whole bunch of bikes.
I really have to say, I really like this bike.
Oh, this is
I wish I had the bread. This is just the essence of everything's out in the open.
Yep, you can see everything. That's what's nice about it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
All right.
Piece of rolling artwork.
For a long time there, like a real nice stock.
Hey! Oh, so you're heading out. We're gonna take the twisty way up there. Here comes a guy with a camera mount. Oh my God!
I always see the same guy.
It's Groundhog Day. We're all getting old together. How'd your camera mount work out?
Very good.
Well, I just put a new camera mount on the green bike. We'll try it today. Ah, we got all the heavy artillery here today. Yep. You having fun with that camera?
I haven't played it much when I was away. I was getting the phone here.
I'll take some pictures of you today. I got the camera on the back and the front if you wanted just riding pictures so you can see what you look like. You're probably the one guy in our group that won't look fat on a bike. Nah, he'll look fat. He's fat. You know, you think you look so cool on a bike, and then you go look at the video and go, who's that fat guy on my bike? All right. So this is where the starter would be if you had the conversion kit.
You don't need a conversion. The stock 75 has electric starter.
I did the same thing on my RZ350. The starter was making noise. It was not cranky all the time.
Yeah.
And they sell a mode for to put a plate.
Yeah, there's a plate back there. I see.
It's a fucking Kickstarter.
That's where the starter would bolt. The original ones were really crummy. They were so crummy they used to.
You got to see this in real life to see how nice and clean it is. It is really something special.
The gearing inside.
That is a beautiful, beautiful restoration.
Stuff now.